bowling alley was about 10 other things over the years. This is the old Quick Stop. Now it's a pizza joint. Budzinski Photography's been there for 1,000,000 years.
So where are we at?
We are downtown Coopersville on a Sunday afternoon, and it's dead, as it should be. Tasker's Drugstore has been there for 1,000,000 years. That's Ty's Clipper Shack now. It used to be Norm's, but it's always been a barbershop. So I'm taking you through the heart of downtown. This is where all the major, like you can see, it's just thumping. Party never ends. Cooper.
If I had to live in an urban area, a small little town like this is the sort of place I'd like to live.
Yeah.
You know, a place where you can just walk to the corner drugstore.
Yep. Hell, I used to walk to school from the Brown House out on Garfield. Yeah, it was about 2 or 3 miles a day. That's for sale. You don't want it. There used to be a water tower right here. They took it down. You can tell because there used to be a water tower right here. That's Deer Creek Park. And that's the old high school. It quit being the high school before I was born. And it was alternative ed for 1,000,000 years. And now it's just community services, and I don't know what the hell that means. The big thing about Coopersville is it is renowned for having an amazing school system. And it's gigantic. The school here is massive. And now you can drive out the backside of it, which just freaks me out. Good place to build a road. This used to be the junior high, now it's the elementary, because they have so many damn kids they didn't know where to put them. But, like, I went to 6th and 7th grade here. And that was it. There was nothing else, and now... used to be the bus garage was over in here, the building isn't even there anymore. None of this existed. Other building, that building didn't exist. And the football field existed, but it wasn't near that nice. And we had one building, the white one back there, that was the high school. And it was about 1/10 the size. So Coopersville has exploded in growth, and it's very demonstrated through the school. There's goats! There's goats! Hi, goats! Okay? Coopersville.
It's been a thing for you lately.
Yeah, I know. I go on an adventure and just suddenly goats. So yeah, all this...
This is a nice football field.
Aww! I didn't know that.
What?
Well, that's always been Robinson Field my whole life. It's the James P. Meerman Stadium. That's really cool. So none of this existed.
This is what I'd call a campus.
Yeah, it's substantial. This is about what I want for the Eagle. Well, the NSI now. But I'm still getting used to that. But this is the size of campus I'd like for the NSI. Also, this is a really great spot to fly things. Wow. I gotta remember this. This is now the middle school. Okay, well, cool. They got a really nice flying field. Shit, the road just keeps on going. Okay. Got a generator here and a lift station. So you've seen your way around town. Now here's where we step off into the nothing. Okay? Right over there is the highway, the exit, like this is 48th Street. So straight up there, you go a mile, you're at the highway. Okay? But if we turn left, go Luke!
I seem to recall he was running last time I was out here.
Hey, he was in the primaries, now it's for reals. lot of this. There's a whole lot of this. If I get a say in it, I want you to get something. The same thing, but on the river. But yeah. And this goes on forever. Like, you're heading north now, so it's this until it all turns to pine trees and bears. And then all of a sudden, people speak French. But that takes a ways. And you'll get your feet wet first. So you're now outside the city limits of Coopersville and into the great wide open.
Holston Township, I guess?
Yep.
That's the thing, like, Coopersville itself is pretty small, but its school district is really big.
Yeah. Like, here, you're out into well water. It's just a dividing line between urban, suburban, and rural.
Yeah.
But like, people build nice houses out here. This one's for sale. Cheap too. Needs a little work.
It's a paint.
But I know a place where you can borrow all the tools.
Yeah, what's it called? Like the Geek Squad or something like that?
Nerd. I know. Now it's like the NSA or something. I don't know. He just had to think about it. So that's dairy farm. And that's the nothing.
My grandma keeps calling it the Geek Club.
The Geek
Club.
Yeah.
Your grandma can call it anything she damn well wants because she's your grandma.
And now he's going back.
He had to lose it. What the fuck is that? It's a squirrel seizure. That's what it is. So we're going to hop over the river and we're going to take Leonard and I'm going to show you things. So what you got there, Joey?
It's a dinosaur.
Yeah, you made a dinosaur?
I didn't make it, I'm just assembling it.
Oh, okay.
But the first glue I used wasn't super glue, so it takes a long time to set up. Which I didn't know, so everything got a little wonky.
Okay. Hi there guys, welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It's 09:46 on 10/15 of 18 and Joey is building one of the dinosaur jewelry hangers. This has little keyholes in the back so that you can hang it on the wall and hang necklaces and stuff from it. Or headphones. Joey's making a dinosaur.
Yeah, I hope I glued these together on the right side. Instructions unclear.
Well, that's how we do this, so we can write better instructions.
The first one was missing like 6 parts.
Yeah? That's the world of product development. How you doing, Dad?
Ain't no worse than any other day.
That's what happens when you don't follow the instructions.
You didn't follow the instructions? Okay, so you tell me instructions are unclear and you had half a dozen extra real important looking pieces left over when you were done, but you didn't follow the instructions.
It's just putting them where they need to be is going to be a little more difficult now.
Because you didn't follow the instructions.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because they were unclear.
I like that no one's touched the finish first for the receipts since I've been here Wednesday at late shift. Or anything since Wednesday, apparently, in the regular ones.
Probably because I haven't had late shift since you did.
It shouldn't come down to you, me, Steven, and Batman.
Well, I'm clearly the most skilled for data entry.
And dinosaur assembly.
Yeah.
Got mad skills.
And I think super thin super glue is not the best choice.
Oh God, no! You want medium for that.
Yeah, I don't do crafts. Live and learn, dude.
I got medium if
I
you
guess
need
the
it.
first stuff was more like silicone than glue. It kind of just sticks.
I just
together
use the
for-
foam safe stuff because, you know, airplanes, but if you need some medium foam safe, which should probably work for that just fine.
But this is wood, not foam.
Doesn't matter.
I don't know if you knew that.
Doesn't matter. It should work. It's super glue. Just the stuff I use is foam safe. So I keep it separate because, well, I've had the mistake of sharing my glue with the lab, and they use all my foam safe stuff, and then I can't fix any planes. Because for everybody else, it's all, you know, same. But to me, it matters a lot.
Did you pee?
I glued my whole hand to a cooler once.
Been there.
It was one of those Coleman ones with the little plastic latch.
Yeah.
You can fix that, don't worry. So I glued it together, held it together till it set, put more glue on it, held it where it had to be, and my hand was glued to that.
I don't want to count how many airplanes I've glued myself to, but it's a lot.
I have sisters. I never had to be arts and crafty. But I can make almost a perfectly anatomically correct turkey by tracing my hand.
Oh, that's skill.
But I'll only do that if you put it on a paper headband and wear it around on Thanksgiving.
I know. What's she doing?
He's making dinosaur. This is serious business.
I know, Joey came to me this morning and said he was feeling arts and craftsy.
He's making dinosaur.
And I was pretty right after about 5 minutes. I was like, I don't feel that arts and crafts.
You know, we get a whole bunch of 1/8" steel plate. You
That's
could weld
what
one
I'm
of these
talking
up.
about.
Yeah.
It's a bit much for a jewelry holder.
Ah, it'd be great. It's just for really
Flavor
heavy
Flav
jewelry.
would disagree with you.
There was a dude here on Friday or Saturday night when they had the big gamer dudes. Looked like Flava Flav.
Like a raisin.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And I was just like, wow.
Maybe it was him and he's just really into Smash Brothers.
No, because this guy was like 20 years old. But he looked like Flava Flav, and it was freaking me out.
If anybody in the history of the world could have figured out how to either have a time machine or reverse aging and pick it to be Flavor Flav.
He did it, but he put it on the wrong setting, and he's looked like that since he was about 17.
Yeah. It would not take a lot of work to convince me.
It has nothing to do with egregious amounts of recreational pharmaceuticals and, you know, a career in the music industry.
He's a scientist, man.
I support Flava Flav winning the next Nobel Prize.
If you speak to it softly, it goes better.
I think that's supposed to be plants.
Seems to work on wooden dinosaurs for me. I don't know who is helping more.
My airplanes run entirely on rage and swear words. Took me a good 3 months to figure out why they call them two-stroke engines on all the boats. You gotta punch it with both hands.
I still have to put a tail on it.
Where's the tail?
I have to dig into the second.
It looks like parts for a whole nother dinosaur over there.
Yeah, because this didn't have all the parts. Or maybe we'll see.
You got a thagomizer there?
Yeah, I got a thagomizer. Of course. What else?
Spiky tail thing? Yeah, if you got spiky tail thing, that's a thagomizer.
Are you ready for some more stuff?
Well, not yet. Joey's building
I got
dinosaur.
one more
This
tail
is
thing
serious.
done.
This is important. I'm supervising.
We're doing senior staff as soon as Joey finishes assembling this dinosaur.
Sweet. That's dinosaur, Joe.
I got the nimble fingers for this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. Hey, you totally missed your calling as a proctologist to fingers like that.
Now it's probably glued to the radio, but it's not my radio.
Now it's the dinosaur's radio.
But
Good morning, sir.
I do have a suggestion for this. If you put if you burn like a little tiny line in for the ones you don't, that you actually use to glue the two pieces together, because unless you like line it up and look, it's kind of hard to tell which holes get used and which ones don't.
That makes sense.
That's why I had to take it back apart. But luckily, I was using the not super glue. It's a dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur.
Just let it dry.
We're going to go do senior staff now. And if you were on the Patreon at $10, you could watch the senior staff. We'll be back. So, Batman, we got that, some scrap plywood left over from the thing.
Sure.
And I got a bunch of speakers I've been just saving up. I'm going to build a giant speaker cabinet. And I'm going to call it Project Underdog. Because it's a subwoofer.
You normally don't have to explain jokes that far.
There's a theme song I didn't mean to forget today.
When you're ready, Moose.
Okay.
Don't go any further that way. Just,
Okay.
I'm shooting.
Alright. So, we are taking a few minutes right now to discuss Little Green Light. This is a training session. First up, we are officially no longer using Salesforce.
Thank God.
So I have already disabled all of the accounts to Salesforce, so if you had access to it previously, you do not anymore unless you are one of the 4 administrators. So if we do need to go back into it later, we can get data, but I just disabled all of the regular ones so that we cannot accidentally keep using it. Second is, I did post this tutorial on Workplace, but I wanted to go through it once so that we were all super on the same page. The tutorial is posted on, I think, the front desk group, but it is a Google Doc that is 12 pages long because I have screen caps in it. So we're going to do the same tutorial that I posted. I strongly suggest that you take notes in whatever manner you are comfortable taking notes. And I have some random donation receipt. Oh, when it's, but yeah, but this is just the list. This isn't, then give me one that's filled out. Cool. So you have the finished receipt. The process that we use to value these is exactly the same as it has been in the past, so nothing is new on that part. So this is the phase where you go from the paper receipt to the computer. First step is you look up the donor to see if they exist in there. Keep in mind we have 2 types of donors. We have individuals and then we have businesses. So you're going to go to constituents and click all constituents. from here you can see that we have a bunch of people. Now, everybody that donated in the past, we used an import feature. So anybody that's in it now, I can't promise that their information is entered exactly the right way. Just keep that in mind and edit it as we go. Yes?
Also, there are some duplicates that I couldn't get rid of, so I don't know. Like, just pick the most recent one, I guess.
Well, there is a duplicate reconciling feature in there that runs in theory those things.
Okay.
But yeah, if you do see two that look like they might be the same, just go with the one that has the newest date and ignore the older one. And when you encounter that, post in workplace that you encountered that duplicate so that we can fix it. So we'll search for the person that you want, and that's pretty straightforward. You can search by their name or the business name or any other information about them. So if they have a really common name and you want to search by like their first name or zip code, you can do that. Keep in mind that if it's a business, a different person might be the one that did the donation, but it's the same business. So if that company exists under a different person, enter a new entry under the person on the receipt, because the first person may not know anything about the second donation, so whatever information is on the receipt is the one you go with, unless told otherwise. So once you have found a donor that you think we want to use, and it looks like they're here correctly. I know I entered. So if you click on them, you can see a lot of information about that person, including ways to contact them and communication tags. So we're going to go in and edit this entry. This is really weird on a giant screen.
Welcome to my world.
So from here you are welcome to edit anything that you see fit. If the previous entry for it had an invalid email address or anything, just update it. And then towards the bottom, there's contact information type. So this part is somewhat important. This is how the person receives their donation receipts. We only send out receipts via email. We do not send paper receipts. There are always exceptions to this rule. If we have some super VIP donor who doesn't use computers, we'll work with it, but we don't mail receipts. So consequently, we always uncheck mail as a contact method. I'm trying to make this universal, but we don't write yield green points, so there's only so much we can do. But if we uncheck that, we don't accidentally send them a paper receipt, that nothing happens if that's unchecked and defaults to email. You enter their email address, and then you make sure that it's assigned in the way that it says preferred. So if they have 3 or 4 different email addresses, make sure that the one that they want is the one that's preferred. Definitely enter a mailing address, that way it shows up on the receipt, even if we're not mailing the receipt. And then here under acknowledgement preference, prefers email. If they don't want a receipt, prefers none. Over here, you can see that do not mail was checked, and then there's going to be a couple of features here that did not exist in Salesforce. So under groups, if the person that is donating fits one of these groups, go ahead and check the box for it. If we go further in and we decide that we want more major categories, just let me know and I'll add them. But right now we have board member, staff member, volunteer, and then it defaults to team member. That doesn't mean anything here, so I don't imagine anybody will check it. But for example, if we check board member, it makes it really easy to run a report at the end of the year that says our board members donated this many in-kind things, and we can use that data for something. If the person that is donating has a strong relationship with a staff member, you can check the box for stewarding. A good example for this would be a lot of the pickups that Batman does. You have a strong relationship with those particular donors. And so rather than some random person here contacting them to follow up, if we check the box for you to be the steward, Yes?
Since you imported a lot of data from Salesforce, what should team members do with the case of names that are like in all caps or all lowercase? Should we be correcting those?
Yeah, go ahead and adjust them to be normalized. I think it does that on its own, but it might not. And then the last section at the bottom on the person is background information. So this is a really helpful spot for you to just put any information if you happen to have it. For example, if you were around when the person dropped off a pile of stuff and they said, oh, by the way, I also have a barn full of this really cool stuff, and if this works out, we could consider that. Make a note in here. Otherwise, that information disappears. And then 6 months later, we're like, oh, we didn't know. Yes?
Could we add that field to the paper form? Because, you know, the same person that's in the paper form is not necessarily doing this now.
Yes, the paper form is going to be undergoing some changes in the near future.
Okay.
Is there a difference on there under stewards between the circles and the squares, or are they just fucking artistic?
Nope. So
Okay.
there's a difference. The checkbox, those are checkboxes. So let's say that one company, we have 3 different people that regularly work with them. You can check off your staff members, and then the circle next to it says primary. So that would be the person who's the lead on it.
Okay.
You don't have to check the primary box, but you can. So that takes us through the first 4 pages of the tutorial that we covered online. Do I have any questions before I move out of the donor information? Cool. So the workflow is to check for the donor doesn't exist, add the donor in, or update the donor's information if they do exist and it doesn't match what you have on the sheet. Yes?
Is there a way to check whether the email address exists?
So
'Cause sometimes I can't read it.
Little green light on its own at midnight every day does a validity check on all of the email addresses.
Oh, good.
So if the email address does not exist, it will error out on us the next day. So that's not something that you can do automatically, but it's something that it does do.
Most.
Yes? Yes.
For the paper donor forms, I've noticed some people use cursive, which it's fine, but should we address things if other do it just in, so we can read it? Because there's sometimes it's a hard way for me to identify names.
Very good suggestion, and I will make sure on the next version of this it also says please use like all caps, block breaks, something like that. Because that is a recurring thing. Even if that's written in the person's handwriting is hard to read, it is part of the duty of the staff member that is near the person bringing the stuff in. Look over it. So this is for Frank. If Frank's right next to me dropping off a pile of computers, he just finishes out and you're like, oh gosh, thanks Frank. Look over it and go, hey, can I confirm your email address? It looks like it says FISHMAN. That's a really good thing to do if you're not 100% sure you're looking at it. And nobody's going to be offended by asking that question. Most of us will go, oh yeah, my handwriting is terrible, that's cool. But no matter who you are, if you're doing an intake, that's a really good thing to ask the person. Okay, so we've entered all the donor information. The next step is to add the gift. And these are 2 completely separate functions in Little Green Light. It's a slightly different workflow than Salesforce. So we're going to go up to fundraising and choose add gift. There's also bulk gift entry.
This is so much better.
It is. So the first step is to set the constituent. The constituent is, of course, the donor. So this assumes that the donor's information is already in it. If they aren't, you can then click add constituent. Basically just dumps you back to where we were, and then you get to start over. So we're going to search for the donor. I'm just going to choose me again because I know I'm entered in here correctly. So once the donor has been added, we then choose gift type. There are 4 choices here. There's only 2 that you're ever going to pick from on this team. There's gift and there's in kind. You'll choose gift if the donation is actually money or a check. Occasionally, we'll get a donation, usually from a board member, where, for example, they go to Home Depot, they buy a pile of stuff, and they have a receipt. You would use gift in that case, where if it was a receipt for $238, you would just enter the donation as $238. This has been standard procedure kind. Any questions on that? So we choose in kind, and then the next section automatically changes, and you choose between goods and services. Goods are actual items, and then services are non-tangible things. We very rarely write out a receipt for services, but we do it every once in a blue moon. We wrote out a receipt for services when they did the fence and the high voltage line. That got 2 different receipts. One receipt was for the actual fence, and one receipt was for services. Just so that you are all on the same page, you do not get a tax write-off for services that are provided, but we log it, and a lot of businesses will write it off in a different way, so they may want a receipt. Yes?
So this has come up recently. If there's somebody who is willing to donate services like trucking, or that isn't tax deductible for them from us, they would have to do it a different route, like.
So something like trucking gets super complicated because we can give them a tax receipt for the fuel,
Yeah.
but not for the time. So time cannot be written off on taxes, but it can be beneficial to the donor in other ways. For example, the donor may be able to take those hours of labor as a loss, which can help them, so it gets complicated. But basically, if goods and services are both donated, those are 2 separate entries. And the receipt for services actually says, we understand that this is not a tax deductible thing, but you may want it for your records. Whereas the receipt for goods specifically says, this is a tax deductible receipt.
Also, an important thing to note, if somebody donates something and they pay to have it shipped here, their paying to have it shipped here is a write-off.
Yes. If somebody buys something and they have to pay taxes on it, it's like the full price is included in what they can write off.
What if they're shipping it here? Like, I mean, what if I donate something and then my company ships it to you? Like,
Yeah, we can issue a receipt for the shipping. And by shipping, I mean it can be a USPS thing, it can be UPS, it could be a big freight. Any sort of transportation is a direct cost that you paid for a charitable purpose, so if you're not. If you own a trucking company, that's a different issue. But if you hired a trucking company, you're good.
So I think what he's getting at is like Thermo King comes in their own pickup truck and just drops something off. That's not
They can deduct the mileage.
mine.
I was thinking more, let's say one company is part of 3 other companies.
Okay,
And
so
one company donates something and their other trucking company.
I am trying to do a tutorial on entry lease. If you want to go over some deduction information for a donor, I would be more than happy to do that. But that we're kind of in the weeds a little bit. Okay, so we're going to choose goods. Now it has a section here for pounds. If you get a donation that is strictly weighed, you can just enter pounds, and then under the notes say pounds of cables from Thermo King or pounds of fabric. So it has this neat little thing that's automatically built into it for goods that are only weighed, but if it's not something like that, or even if it is by weight but it's not one line item, everything goes in the notes and descriptions box. This functions just like Salesforce in that you would enter it 1 line at a time, so you would do like 1x computer, then at the end 5x
Keyboards.
object. I can't say that. I strongly suggest that anybody entering this, if you have more than 1 or 2 lines, to open up a different piece of software, such as Google Drive or Notepad or whatever you like, enter it all in there. Yes?
Semicolons, because the notes in this one doesn't include a line break character.
We're working on that.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, a semicolon is a good form of practice. A general reminder to everybody that's filling these things out, we want to be as specific as possible without taking so much time and effort to enter them that you're just wasting your time. So things like a keyboard, if it's just a generic keyboard, it's fine to call it keyboard. But if it's a computer, unless it's something super generic, beige, we don't know, say something like Dell Inspiron 6500 or whatever it is.
So we don't need like serial number.
We need a serial number on an object if you think that the object is worth more than $500.
Okay.
If you can't find the serial number on the object, just make a note that says no serial number found. For something like under $20 generic old stuff, you can just describe it as this: computer, mouse, keyboard, USB cable, that kind of thing. If you have a pile of computers that are all roughly the same and are all old, you don't have to get too specific, but just calling it a computer is not specific enough. On something like this one, we have 2 full pages of it, so you would definitely write this up in Notepad or Google Drive and then enter it here. Do not write up your thing in Excel because it's not going to format it correctly in here, even if it is easier to type it up in Excel.
Piece of software I like using for temporary lists of that form is Sublime. It is an editor available for pretty much every operating system.
It's up to you. Pick whatever you like, but I've had too many people start to enter something in here and then my Comcast sneezes on you and the page doesn't go through.
Well, my point for recommending it is that even if your computer crashes, it stores even unsaved documents for the next time you start it.
That's why I use Google Drive, but use whatever makes you happy. Then you enter the amount up here. So the amount is going to be the full dollar amount that we added up from here. Underneath it, it has tax deductible amount. That does not matter to most gifts here because it only matters to things like cars. So unless it's a car, don't worry about it. If it is a car, get me and I'll work you through it. Then enter the gift date. That is not today's date. That is the date on the receipt. There are sections over here that we are not using right now, but we may use in the future. So just keep them in mind. There are ways for us to choose different like appeals and funds and events. And as we get more comfortable with sale or with Little Green Light, we may add those in as a function that we do, but we are not right now. If you want to poke around them and learn about them, more power to you. You can attach more information here. I do suggest using this if you have items on here worth more than $500.
So like you take a picture of it and add it to the phone.
No, you would take a screen cap of the eBay listing that you used to value it. Or, so basically, if anything is worth more than $500, we have to keep a trail of how we value that to the IRS. So it can be something as simple as, this item is worth that much because I can go to Home Depot and buy it for $500 right now. So take a screen cap of the Home Depot page and you can attach it here. If you are not at the right step for that, print a screen cap of it and staple it to the receipt. And in the notes you say information is attached to the receipt. There are buttons on here that get tricky, so just pay attention to them. There's a button for use values for next gift, and up at the top there was a button for the same thing and use same constituent for next gift. So if you're entering more than one, choose accordingly. And then the only other button that I think is relevant to all of you is the anonymous button. So this is set up in a way so that eventually everybody that is working on donations will be able to come in and see different information. So it's entirely possible that a person might make a donation that they want to be anonymous and only the people on the core development team see that person's name and the rest of the people don't. So that's not something that we really deal with now, but it's something that we will deal with in the future. So just keep that in mind as you go. Don't like check it by accident. Do I have any questions? Yes.
What if we can't find a value for an item?
We have to guess.
Well, what if it's like for $500? How do you?
A good place is to find something that's kind of simpler.
So, if we can't find exactly on eBay, we just type in the name of the product like on a search and just kind of get a rough estimate of that?
Yep, a rough estimate.
You can do a lot with Google.
So eBay is a good place to start. I strongly suggest that you utilize the function in eBay where you can search for sold listings. Because something being for sale on eBay for $10,000 doesn't mean that somebody actually bought it for $10,000. But you can see how much it did sell for. who are like, this was $600, but I bought this computer when it was brand new in 1993. That means nothing right now. If it's not on eBay, just look on Google. You can look on Facebook Marketplace. If you don't find the exact same thing, just look for something similar. It's entirely possible that as you go through this, you will make mistakes on things and things slip through the crack. And that's just the way that this works. Especially when you get into electronic things, where like one little widget is $2 and one little widget is $50. Just do your best. If you get stuck, make notes on it, add it to the workplace group so that somebody else can come in and help you. But fair market value is kind of a soft number because it's not like you can just go to a store and buy the used item for that many dollars. Do I have any questions? Yes.
Is that alright to bring up the lack of...
This is a recurring problem. The most important thing that we can do as a group to be more successful and receive more donations is to send receipts to people. The best goal, best practice is to give the donor a receipt within 24 hours of their donation. This is going to be difficult or impossible sometimes when we get a receipt that's like 16 pages long, and I understand that, but most of our receipts are not, and most of them do not extend past this page, or at worst, a second page. The receipts need to be handled during the late shift, and if you are working the front desk during the day, it is good to handle them then. This is not falling on any one individual, but because it is not falling on any one individual, it also does not mean that it does not fall on you. If you are sitting at the desk, it is falling on you. If you need help, ask, and I am more than happy to help you myself or direct you to somebody who can. But I am consistently seeing the receipts done by the same two people, and it needs to be a team effort, and it's not something that we can just do on like every Friday night because we finally sit down and get it taken care of. If the late shifts are too busy for you to do it, bring it up and figure out why that is. But these are something that needs to happen every day. And donor retention happens when we can send a receipt the same day or the day after, depending on when they donated, because then we can send them a thank you and a follow-up and make the donors feel appreciated. We all like to feel appreciated. If somebody tells you thank you for doing a good job, it makes you feel good. It's the same thing for sending in a donation. If somebody sends in a donation, a lot of times they're testing us. I've had people who dropped in a single computer and they wanted to see what we did with it. And they were happy with the process and they came back and wrote a check for several hundred or several $1,000s. This happens. Yes?
So if they're testing us, is it just up to our assumption? Because we've had some people that have...
You'll never know.
Yeah, it just, we've had some
You'll
people
never
that pass.
You must assume that every single person who brings in every single item is a millionaire in hiding. And I don't mean that in a way to chase it, but you have to assume that everybody has value. Every single person, even if it's a silly little donation with one old desktop from before you were born, that's important. And that needs to be valued and entered in, and it needs to be treated with the same respect that you would treat in a dollar check. And don't assume anybody coming in is not worth your time or their receipt is not important. They are all important, even if they seem really silly. And we don't chase it because that person might have a big donation. We chase it because somebody took time out of their day to come and bring us something. Even if it is a really gross microwave that smells like pee, it's ours now and we might shovel it right off to recycling, but it counted.
Also remember there's a respond person that's been told for 2 weeks. That should be careful.
The respond first then is important. That means that there's a problem with it or somebody had some issue that they couldn't finish it. Look at those first before you continue. If you have questions, don't just stick it on the receipt, stick it in the bin, post in workplace. I put this receipt in finish first because of this reason. Don't post it as a comment in the front desk thread. That is just for audit purposes. I don't think you all understand what the front desk something like priced out 35 receipts, I don't know whose those were. So when the donor calls me in 6 months wondering why they never got the receipt, I can't see when we handled it, I can't see who handled it. But if it's in there, I can go back and I can tell the donor, oh, well, we sent it to you, and probably just put it in your spam bin, and I know that we sent it to you because Stephen said he did it on this day at this time. And I can go back and find it here, confirm that they match. Make sense? Think we can handle it? Yes.
Cameron, did we check the rich acknowledgement template we're using? There's a drop down, I don't remember if we clicked on it.
Yeah, you have to choose under set acknowledgements, under email templates. There's two, they're really straightforward. One says cash, one says in kind. Just pick one.
Does this automatically send it as soon as we submit it?
It puts it in a queue that goes out at midnight.
Okay.
So once you guys enter the things, I look at the queue and I can see the things look right, and then I go ahead and push the button.
Okay.
So if you click in kind acknowledgement and then go ahead and click save, your job is done.
Okay.
And you can totally go back and edit it if you mess something up.
Yes. And that's why it doesn't send it immediately. It gives a second person a chance to come in and look at it. And if we need to adjust the window, I can do that. So if I need to make it longer or shorter, I can change it. And yours might not look exactly like this because not everybody's an administrator on it, but if you think you're missing something that you should have, let me know and I'll change it.
Anything else?
Fantastic.
You done?
Yes.
Alright, so I got the thing real quick. Found a solution to your problem. Since we're only having 2 people reliably filling out the paperwork, there will be a slight addendum to the scheduling system, and whoever works out the scheduling, I know it's you a lot. For the front desk, please take note of this. With the exception of some manner of catastrophic, holy shit, things went sideways, for normal paperwork processing, we will check it every morning. This is now the responsibility of the first and front desk staff to make sure that all the previous night's paperwork was filed and done properly. If it wasn't, whoever didn't do it, i.e. the 2 people who had late shift the night before, will be scheduled for late shift on that night as well, indefinitely until the paperwork from that night is caught up.
Unless it's like a giant pile, right?
Yeah, if it's like some catastrophic, yeah,
we
we get days where shit just goes side, and I get that, but within reason, for any normal day-to-day piles, if you don't do your paperwork on that night, you will do it the next night.
Well, and if there's a catastrophic pile, it means that you made notes and you posted.
Right, yeah, and we'll all team up, we'll get a whole bunch of guys together and we'll rock it out. Because it's totally normal that we have like 4 or 5 people just hanging out here. And we'll all team up for 20 minutes and rock it out. And I'll come down and help out with it, I won't.
So,
But, yeah.
on that note, I have noticed several times, we'll get a donation in that's like,
butchered that one. Razor blade, please.
Yes.
Got it. Little baby string. And they're gonna clean up next to it. Make sure that's okay. Go for Chris.
You have a Bitcoin gentleman up front for you.
Bring him to Studio B, please. Sure.
You don't want to send someone to Ann Arbor to get this right.
God, no. Why would I do that?
How do you want me to tell them no?
Tell them thank you, but we can't justify that kind of a drive for something so dumb.
Because they wrote that, they wrote 3 days ago, we have to go to Ann Arbor, and I said, that's not out of the question.
It would have to be a much more, that's just a ring binder, isn't it?
Yeah, I want to turn it down, I just want to.
Yeah, thank you, it's really sweet, but we're not driving 2 hours for a ring binder.
I didn't want to, I wanted to make sure that I turned it down in a nice way.
It's the one ring binder to rule them all.
Should I say something like we usually keep it to like truckloads?
Yeah, it would have to be a substantial and worthwhile donation to drive to Ann Arbor for. Whew. Hey boss, we'll be back in just a second. That's our over, so that's our under. Where's the, I need the little ruler, please. Could you wander off with the stuff we need? Thank you. Alright, and this goes there to there. I love how you can still see the little pinhole from the tacks. I use tacks to set lines and do layout. Little thumbtacks. And there are still pinholes that last through the paint. And if anybody ever wanted to duplicate this from the original math and measurements with nothing but a laser beam and a tape measure, you too could have this floor. And I have all of the original specifications, some of which are going to be turned into t-shirts. These tips in there for a while. It's going to make me work for it. Oh, that's all right. There's plenty of touch-up to do on the walls. The walls have had a hard time with things. But that's it. So, vlog viewers.
Friends over there?
Huh?
Those little ones right
Don't peel them off, Just
there.
mark
Are you
it.
kidding? After I pull out these four.
No, those are, yeah, well, we needed it back then, but at this point, the main floor is done, so I'm going to take a bunch of pictures and then go out on Facebook, and if you're one of the cool subscribers, you're on my Facebook too, so you will have seen this already, but the Studio B floor is done and now public. Enjoy. Next, I really have to finish those damn doors.
So, Captain, what are you doing up in the attic?
I found the splice.
Let me guess. Out of arm's reach.
Well, the splice is 1, 2, 3, 1. It's right, it's over that speaker.
Of course it is.
That's the splice point, at least from what I can see. The good news is the speakers are solidly anchored to the steel superstructure above. And dude had a way taller ladder than anything I got. But if I can get my head through that hole, I might be able to learn something. So I'm going to try. Oh, there's so much icky. You like my safety boa? I had to move some of the Halloween decorations to get up here. There was a bunch of stuff on the speaker. It was like, kind of like a goth Liberace thing happening here. So, I need to go, it was a chess move. So, oh shit. Don't do that! Hang on. Fuck's sake. Just a little hint of white to make them nuts. Never spray paint a ceiling black if it's got ceiling tiles, because anybody who moves, it's going to leave you little white slivers everywhere you go. Alright, so I got to move this over to the speaker. This side of the speaker. Right there. Give or take. Asshole. So the splice is above this, and I want to be a solid 6 feet higher from where I am to do this at all effectively. And the only real way to get up there is to go in from the kitchen, climb up on the truss work. That's the easy way to get up there. Because this shit, fuck you. 6 foot out of a ceiling, and then no. We go in. I can see all kinds of light back here. So there's got to be a way in over the kitchen. I can harness up and walk the iron because there's big ceiling trusses, and one of them comes out about here. So let's go. What's up, G? I have no idea what the G is from. Like what era. This place has been 20 different businesses. Oh, hello! Look at that! The whole ceiling's wide open. You can get right on in there. You can see those big giant steel beams. So it's way easier to navigate from the low side. You can get in back here just off well, the 12-foot ladder be right. Like, what are the ceilings in here? About 10 feet?
Yeah.
They're way lower than out there. That's okay. Yeah, I can go up there, catch that beam, and walk the ironwork right across. I think. It'd be way more useful if the beams went this way. But it's a step. Stuck on there. Alright, well, we know there's this place way the hell over there. I think it's up near the top of that speaker, which is a terrible place to put it, but it's where the wires head off to. So we can do that to separate the subs. I'm really tempted just to run another wire. I have a feeling that cable is going to be our savior. That's not long enough to get over there, is it?
Find out.
Let's find out. Here,
We'll be right back.
Hi there guys, welcome to today's Captain's Vlog. It's 21:15 hours on nighttime.
It's the 15th.
It is the 16th.
It is the 16th of October 2018. We're hanging out with Denichi and Mouse, and we are cruising to the dance studio where we're going to break up into a 2-team expeditionary force or something.
Sure.
Is that what we're calling it?
Yep, it's an expeditionary force. Because it's all just for show. Because we're there working our ass off for hours and fucking nothing gets accomplished. So, yeah.
Well,
But there's
I
dancing.
found a jeweler's screwdriver so I can actually undo and redo
You've got
terminals.
that. So we're going to a dance studio and we're doing a little bit of community service in that we're unfucking their just terrible sound system. And somebody's got to do the fiddly bits on the computer while we set up the audio processor. That's Denichi. And I will be in the ceiling over, well, that's every bit of a 20-30 foot ceiling. Like, it's really low off on the edges, but it vaults. There's a vault, and I have to go up and over. So I'll be up inside a drop ceiling, climbing iron. So it's guaranteed to be a hoot and a holler. Also, there's no lights up there, so that'll be a joy.
Well, that's why I got you a headlamp and fresh battery.
Yep, I got a headlight, and I'm bringing one of the little white adventure cameras. I'm taking one of those up with me. Remind me to take it out of time-lapse mode, because it really sucks. Hey, you weren't up there long, shut up. So that's, my job in the ceiling is just to splice and run cables. Oh, you're a fucking muppet!
What?
Not you, the guy behind me. Who just went from the right lane across through the left turn lane to turn. Just
Must be Asian.
This guy's just scared. I'm gonna pass you on the right. You know why? Because you're just hanging there. So, that's our plan for the evening. You guys should just stay tuned and enjoy the freak show. So, that had a lot to do with my hairline. Or, as most people refer to it, my unfortunate hairline.
I almost cut my eyebrows off on accident. I was like Pink Floyding it on accident last week. No best of show, really?
What?
No best of show, really?
I don't know what you mean.
Movie best of show.
There's a movie? I like dogs. I'm guessing Best of Show is a movie about dogs? It's a thing they give at dog shows, isn't it?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Not a clue. I'm not really a movie person either.
I'm not really a movie person either, but this movie's great. How about, like, it was like a 3 movies. Waiting for Guffman?
Nope.
I don't watch television and television.
Oh. I only have a few more hours here. After the rest of the show.
Your knees?
No, it's my asshole on the floor.
Okay. And?
I could make music. I just found it funny for a second. And so did you.
All I'm saying is meth is a hard deal.
I don't think
You're a convicted felon. And you're so sticky you crunch when you sit down. So I'm going with meth. And then you're really perky. Like you're motivated, you're bubbly. I think it's meth.
I don't do drugs.
See, that's just what you want people to think.
Drug test me right now.
It's time to admit you have a problem.
Drug test me right now.
I can't do that. You have to be a specially trained police officer to do that.
I would pass the drug test. And I probably...
Of course you'll pass a drug test. You've been studying for years.
Really? I don't like drugs. Crack is bad. I never did crack, actually.
You say that? No, you're totally meth or heroin. Maybe just straight fucking amphetamines.
No. None of the above.
Totally.
Nope. Okay. Super high metabolism.
Yeah?
Everybody still does this in my family.
Really?
Yeah.
Some of the people in your family ought to date some of the people in his family, and I just want to see how this turns out.
He's referring to the fact that everyone in my family is
The
6
ice
foot.
giants. His family is the ice giants.
And we are not.
No.
And we do not do drugs. I mean, we've all dabbled.
Just a touch.
But not in years and years and years.
Do you consider caffeine a drug?
I do drink. I did have a lot of coffee this morning. And it was from Santo Domingo.
I've been picking up 24-ounce Americanos every morning.
Yes, caffeine is definitely a drug. That's why you withdraw when you do not have it.
I had a little bit. That's it.
I don't do caffeine. I don't drink coffee.
At all?
No. I drink Sprite, and I drink juice.
What kind of juice?
I like cran raspberry, or cran cherry. That's my thing this week. I changed my juice.
What brand?
Ocean Spray.
Oh, shit.
It's not something I put a lot of thought into. I don't.
You wanted cran raspberry, and Ocean Spray had cran raspberry.
Yeah, I walked down the juice aisle. There are way too many fucking choices, and it was red, and I was like, well, that.
Of course, Ocean Spray is a well-known cranberry juice brand.
It is.
See that big white thing right there?
I see it. Aren't we so glad that we find this?
I wasn't talking to you, you daft bitch. I was talking to the guy holding the camera with 1,000 people in his hand.
What's up for that, man?
Why do you gotta bother me all day?
I do not.
Why you?
Go ahead.
Well, you know, I'm only here
Like,
for
I get that it's community service, but I didn't know that I was the one getting punished.
I'm only here for a short time.
Thank God for that. Then it'll be quiet again. I've had months in here on this floor with just me and Martin Sexton. You need to know about Martin Sexton. You would like that.
Okay.
You're a music person.
I am.
You would like Martin Sexton. He's super cool.
I am a music person.
Super cool.
I actually listened to Thin Lizzy this morning.
Oh God, why?
Which made me laugh so hard.
I'm judging.
Go ahead, Judge.
You do get bonus points for driving home listening to the Upstairs at Eric's album.
I know.
Okay, hang on. Here's where I need to differentiate. Do you pronounce their name as Y-A-Z or Yaz?
Yes.
Comment with your pronunciation on that. Is it Y-A-Z or is it Yaz? And what do you think of the Upstairs at Eric's album? And if you don't know what we're talking about, you're too young.
He's way too young. Look at him.
Dinichi has unfortunate taste in music, but I have hope.
The best part of it is as soon as Situation came on, my 8-year-old screamed from the jump seat of the S10.
Why?
And said, "Yes, Mom, this is my jam."
And he's 8. You're doing it right. You are parenting right. I questioned the Thin Lizzy.
Oh, the Thin Lizzy was not my fault. It was my dead brother's.
Oh, well. Way to blame the dead brother. Wow.
See, look
You're
at
playing
all
that
built
card?
that way. Yeah.
You're playing that card? The dead brother card? Yeah.
See, look at Travis is built just like me.
He also looks like he's doing that.
We don't do that.
You say that.
How about my dad? Oh. Not that you can see his figure in this photograph. But see, he's in too.
Aww. Who's the weirdo in front?
My two kids.
Are they twins?
No.
I'm kind of curious.
What do you mean?
You have 2 kids who are not twins. Right?
One is 12, one is 8.
Why do they have the same glasses, the same haircut, and dress alike?
They don't, they're totally different.
Really?
That's what I say about me and my brother, but people regularly.
One has totally.
Dude, you guys have family resemblance that's fucking creepy. Like,
People regularly confuse the two of us.
no, I meant the family, and I was like, holy shit, they all look exactly like, it's just weird.
So one of my kids has like totally curly hair, and the other.
How curly is it?
Curly hair.
Okay.
And the other one is like bone straight.
Well, that's because one of them's black and one of them's not.
That's because.
Which is impressive because you're only married once.
Sorry, kids.
I'm fine with you getting the mailman, but if he's black, you've got to know your husband's going to notice. Like, he's going to figure that out.
There's all kinds of spectrum in the Puerto Rican. They can be very dark and very light. I'm in the flat clear.
I hope the auto stabilization on this camera works well.
So, your family resemblance worked out way better for you than mine. Me and my brother look nothing alike, but we have the exact same voice. And it's really fucking weird.
Okay, straight hair, verify.
Look at that kid. Have you ever seen a guy do a Google search for a gentleman named Norman Bates, and then show him and tell me I'm wrong.
It's my baby. Alright, so that's my youngest.
Okay.
Straight hair, right?
Verified.
Look at that kid and tell me he doesn't look like Norman Bates.
I don't know who Norman Bates is.
Do a Google
Oh my God, are you kidding?
Do it, do it, do it! So does your kid really love his mother?
Okay, I guess this would be a better picture. Straight hair. Straight hair. Curly hair. Right?
Okay. Okay. You need to realize something. I'm fucking with you, and the more and the more you put into this, the more fun I'm gonna have with you. And it just ends with you crying because you're genuinely trying. And I'm just fucking. You will.
Okay, yeah, I see the resemblance.
See it? Yeah. It looks like Norman Bates.
Here's another thing.
The other one looks like Woody Allen, but you know, hey.
Here's another thing that you're gonna love. Look at what I found and gave to Luch. Look at how
You named your kid Luch?
Well, it's Luciano or Luciano.
Well, that depends on if he's Italian or Puerto Rican.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so look at what I gave him.
Luch?
Wait
Beat
for
the
it.
shit out of you.
Wait for it.
Oh, fuck yeah! Is he playing with it? Does he like it? I have 2 of those downstairs in archives. Or at least I used to. And then we started having, you hanging around, convicted criminal. Now shit's turning up missing. Rare, priceless antiques.
Okay, because there's not 20,000 fucking cameras in this building.
There's not. There's 217.
Okay, well.
Of which like 4 of them work because Ninichi's in here dicking around instead of doing what he's supposed to be doing because I'm wasting his time.
Look at how happy that kid is with the speak and spell.
How could you not be that happy with the speak and spell?
I'd be that happy with a speak and spell.
And the best part is, he's like, Mom, I can't even understand. What are they trying to tell me? And I said, spell rhythm.
Wow, world.
I got a good laugh out of that. And I had batteries.
You know what he needs next? Hooked up phonics. Yeah.
No.
We used to have hooked on phonics.
I never had hooked up phonics.
I didn't either, so.
I never had a speaking.
Clearly I did, and after moving across the country and living in like 24 different places, the speaking spell must go with.
Yeah. I picked up reading very quickly. Like, Mom had a phonics workbook that she had me go through, and I went through maybe a dozen pages of it at most, and I figured out the general rules, and I just took off from there.
Right. That's good.
Well, to be fair, he's a really smart kid, and he comes from a really smart family. Like, it's not like he's 3rd generation fucking aerospace engineer or anything. No.
It's true.
He's pretty much the master race of America, is what's going on. They're all ice giants.
Well, my grandfather is German.
Amazingly good looking and smart and...
My grandfather is German, and my the other side of the family is also Dutch, which,
Which is just drunken German life.
That's
Exactly.
right. Plus the giantism.
Oh yeah.
Dutch people are very tall. I never knew anything about this until I moved to Grand Rapids.
The Swedish are too. I've dated like 3 different Swedish women. They're all like fucking 6 feet tall.
Too tall is scary. You're on that verge of being too tall, dude.
He's not scary. He's a cuddly ice giant.
on the odd occasion I have to do a random stop at a doorbell. I always ring the doorbell and take a step back off the stoop. Because I recognize I'm a 6-foot giant.
Give me the knife! Very important thing, no matter what woman you're dealing with, always keep saying I love you until she puts down the knife.
My dad did teach my children how to play dice. know how to adopt those ideas?
Of course they do.
They can
See, I really don't know which one. I think it's Cuban is related to dominoes. That's a thing.
Cubans play, it depends. It's like they're beans. So it's like beans. You always can tell where somebody's from by what beans they eat. Like arroz con gandules is Puerto Rican.
It's really cute to hear you Americanize that one R. It hurts to hear that. It's like when you hear some Goyim try and bring the Yiddish. It hurts the ear.
When the tears fall on evening.
You don't get to automatically get Spanish cred because you were married to one for, 15 years.
My Spanish is actually quite good.
You speak Spanish like a mom, King of Hell.
Not like Sofia Vergara,
Who?
the colombiana.
See, now I'm just picturing the girlfriend from the movie Blow, when he married the Colombian woman. the crazy Colombian woman. By the way, not in any way factually inaccurate, and that is why I don't date Latino women. Because they are strong, they're intelligent, they're powerful, and a little bit fucking crazy, and it scares the shit. I'm cool with the strong, intelligent, powerful, confident women, but they get crazy. Well, that's just dangerous. I don't mind having a woman that's likely to knife me in my sleep. I just want to make sure that I've got a better strategic plan than she does. You would vote real high on would knife me in my sleep.
Oh my God, no.
That's, yeah.
Just because I sleep with a machete next to my bed?
Not a choice bedside weapon.
No, I really don't.
And you say that, but now there's going to be t-shirts on the internet because you're going in the blog. And there's going to be t-shirts on the internet of you, like cartoon you with machete. It's going to be a thing.
It's not.
Hanging out with Marina Bobbitt, maybe.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You know what she does now?
What?
She works for Walmart.
Really?
Yeah, she's the person who sets up the half-off sales. Oh, you missed my good joke of the day. So, the foreign
Did not get any of that.
He's a little young to get the Lorena Bobbitt jokes. But, so the floor in here is made out of plywood. And it's pretty decent plywood. It isn't like absolute top shelf pristine plywood, but I'm a low rate kind of guy, right? So I got a couple sheets left over. And I got a whole bunch of really cool, various cool speakers. So what I'm going to do is build a couple giant speaker cabinets. And I'm going to call it, because they're going to be like 8-foot tall subwoofers, I'm going to call it Project Underdog. Because it's a subwoofer.
You can do it all day.
So you know what today is, Comanche? Today is the day that after months of teasing and whatnot in the blog and on Facebook, today is the day the floor goes public. And we can tell the world, because this is the last tape removal of the last major section. The only thing else the only other thing I have to paint in here is the entryway. Just the little ramp at the entrance. And that'll be done if I can get the floor warm again by the end of the week.
What are you doing with the entryway?
It's just going to be black and yellow stripes, the Boden pattern. Black and yellow chevrons and a 50% each other at 45 degrees from the main vector is, when done in black and yellow, is the Boden pattern.
Got it.
Well, there goes your time lapse.
Did I just fuck up?
Yeah.
That's alright, for this stuff we're going to use it real anyway. Look at that bridging. Oh, I love it when it does that. All that white bubbly shit, this just rubs off. Okay, like it'll come off in pieces. Like that. And that's all the under the tape crap. It just comes right off. It'll be cool. I'm going to have to actually go around and rub that off because we're going to put epoxy over the top of this. And the weird bubbly will last forever. Nobody wants weird bubbly forever.
When I went around for paint, I got my parents. They said, what the hell were you doing that you had blue paint everywhere?
I regret nothing.
It was like streaks in my hair.
Oh, I had the same thing going on. And you'll notice, you saw where it was all over the floor? Like it just exploded blue all over the floor over there?
Did you get up at 10 o'clock and fix it?
I did. I stayed here until 10 o'clock that night so that I could come in and pick it all off.
Well, it came out beautifully.
It did. Oh, that's for you.
That's my one and only job right now.
Yeah.
Is to pull tape off your hand and be tortured.
Okay. Set that over there, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Oh, this is going to happen a lot in this section. Because I creased all the lines, and it makes pulling the tape up absolute nightmare.
Why did you crease it?
Because I'd rather have it suck to pull the tape up than have to do a ton of touch-up paint. That's really annoying. I didn't peel up the black, I painted over it with white. You'll see that happen along the border pieces. Alright, so we're going to get this down to the floor where it's happy. We got the next thing in.
Yeah, it's just sitting there though. I think these will be long enough. Let's just operate with a little extra caution to just get these speakers here.
Okay.
I was thinking we could just pull the internal post off the thing.
Okay, so how are we going to do this? We're not on wheels anymore.
No.
This is just going to sit right on the floor.
Do we want to keep it that way, or do we want to...
I think it's more stable sitting like that, like nice and sturdy, rugged.
So, wheels or
No wheels.
no wheels?
Straight down.
Okay.
But we need a third person. Because you and I can lift the thing. A moment. Alright, so we're just gonna fix this up and we'll set it on the fucking floor. Right here. And then we'll pull the things out and slide it in. Alright?
Alright.
You ready?
Yeah.
You good?
I'm going to unplug that so I don't pull that up.
Yeah. Okay. Slide it out. I got it. 1, 2, 3.
Right on my toe, why not?
You're young. You bounce right back, kid. Ain't nothing gonna keep you out of this game.
Except for flat shoe.
Alright, well, we'll put it back. You know what he needs? What? Proper fucking rack would be a nice start. Like, even one of the half-height racks.
Why? It's just going to sit here for the next 20 years.
It'll look better.
Actually, trying to decide. Is it better opening that way or opening...
That's what I was thinking, is turn it. Yes. Sort of take that. That looks way more better. It's going to have to sit back about there to be safe from the door, but the front of the thing protects the knobs if they open the door.
Yeah, there's no way to damage anything on there with the door.
It's alright. Alright, plug it all in.
Oh, interesting.
Why?
Oh, 2 different cables.
Of course, nothing in the whole fucking thing matches. I'm gonna get up and find the splice in the ceiling. Because I think we can split that and have 2 sub-feeds in here, and that's the real goal tonight, is to accomplish that.
There is this, the split is almost right in the middle there.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's right over the mirror.
There's probably another one in the ceiling over the subwoofer.
Why would there be 2 splits?
Because we have, it's actually a join to combine the mid and high feeds from here into this 4-core cable going up to the ceiling speakers. That's the splice that's up there. And then there's another splice somewhere.
That we will never find if it isn't right up where we're looking. I'm going to look in the one spot because I'm hoping the original installer was really lazy, as he has demonstrated to be everywhere else, and just put the splices all together.
I think that's a safe assumption.
Let's hope. Yeah, flashlight. Yeah?
Just gotta figure out which pocket it's slitting in right now.
That's all.
There's the cord on the corner of the door.
She's naked in the back room, last I saw.
Actually.
We're going to be able to get through here. I hope we're going to be able to get through here.
Get in here.
It would be nice. You can wait a moment or two. Yeah, is this on?
I'll leave this open for a second.
Do you see things on the screen?
Okay.
See things on the screen, okay? And it's recording.
Yep, your red light's on.
Yep, I got a red light. I'm good. Did you remember to switch it on to switch it off of time lapse mode?
Yes. You good?
She's done out there, so let's go.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Yeah, it goes outside. Where are you going? You're good. I'm done.
The question is, do you want to get up
Your gas? No, in your corner. Still gas.
Yep.
Don't let that hit the plates. Off, off, off.
It smells like burnt gas.
I'm just making sure all the pilots are on. Yeah, everything's fine here. What?
You want to pull the table up since your one's...
Okay, let's just take a look.
I got it.
I got a beam. I've got a dream. This hurts. Okay. Let's do it. I don't know if I can get up in there, but I won't know until I get up in there. Rotate ladder 90 degrees this way. Set it down. Set it down flat on the floor. Thank you, sir. Give you up? No. Okay. This is gonna suck. What we have to do is rotate the ladder 180 degrees and bring this end up in the ceiling.
Okay.
This is gonna suck. We go.
I'll just hold it up and we can just use the free space over
You
the
think?
grab station. Yep.
Believe in you. Ready? This is why we make the recording.
Good thing Danichi's tall.
I'm taking this recycle here, Joe, so if you think about it, you can put the bags.
Okay, I'll do that in the morning. I'm gonna come in the morning.
Okay.
Beforehand.
Now rotate that way. Move down to the floor. Alright.
Want me to trade places with you?
That's probably a good idea to kind of give you an 8 feet tall. You got that?
Got it.
Okay. Lock it right up and in. Alright, now pull those towards you. We'll go around to the side, we'll go that way a little bit. Yep. Going back to your run out.
Can't.
What do you mean can't? Feel better there?
There we go.
Oh, this is going to be a little bit tight. Alright.
Now I gotta figure out how to get out.
You'll need that to identify the body. Alright, this is recording?
Yes.
Red light, so I'm going to assume that means yes.
Got my radio.
Yes, but is your radio turned on?
Ah! Oh, this is made of suck. Some dipshit put a heating duct here, and that's just made of unpleasantness. There's no way.
You're good. Good hit. I mean, he's skinny.
Yep, I wouldn't be able to do it.
I don't think I'd be able to do it.
Look at all those great fans happen. Maybe some of the guy fans too.
Probably some.
Okay. Alright, I'm in. God help me if they're ever gonna not be. Oh, wow!
What?
This is an impressive level of shit.
What are you seeing?
Huh?
What are you seeing up there?
Well, it's gross. And,
I can't
there
really
isn't
see
exactly
it.
a lot of room to work around. But we improvise, we adapt, we overcome. And we be very, very careful where we sit.
Yeah, I would think so. 'Cause I don't even know if you can get through the peak side.
Well, the problem is I don't get to choose where I come up. This is the access point.
Great news is you get to choose where you come down.
Which I tell
Hopefully.
you is almost in my mind. Once I get established up into the rigging, it won't be so bad. But transitioning up, I've got a fucking huge pipe right over my head. And
And of course, you can't go beyond that steel roof. You do know that.
the steel roof, what?
Well,
You mean the beam
you're
up here?
just going to go along the beams, right?
No, the beams go one direction and I have to go the other direction. Yeah, it's a fun ride. My life is awesome and I love my
Gotta
job.
be a different way to string that.
I'll get right on it. You let me know. Oh, I like it when the ladder moves.
There's a divot in the floor that's sitting in. Sorry, I thought I fixed it.
I gotta take a break to change a battery.
Stuff up. I can do that.
That's going to be the hardest part, I think.
For you, asshole. Do you have a roll of electrical tape?
I can grab one.
I would dearly love it if you did.
There's one in that tool backpack bag if you don't have one handy.
Yep. Can't walk on that. Can't walk on that. I don't trust that.
Do you have a backup SIM card for this camera?
No, why?
Because it's flashing 0 minutes at me.
You're on a memory?
Pretty sure. I thought it was battery, but I'm pretty sure it's memory.
Oh, that's weird.
If
All right,
you want to take a minute and dump it to my laptop, that's
Yeah,
cool
do
too.
that.
Okay.